Hello everybody, this is NMKMI and welcome back to The Letter, the visual novel horror game. Now, yes, I know, I'll release the second episode, but I just chose this option. So, I don't know what happened if I be brave and look up. So, let's see what happened if I be brave and look up. I need to face it. Whatever that feat belongs to, I need to find it. And if I'm going to die, if they're going to kill me, at least I will know what my kill looks like. A cold comfort. So, with a deep breath, I summon every ounce of courage and I have left in me and sift my glance upwards. Okay. No! Oh,
Don't
she.
hurt me.
Stop smiling, lady. You scared the shit out of me.
No.
No. I'm a wimpy baby. Boo. Without thinking, I scrambled towards the door. I struggled to open it, but it won't budge.
Stay away. Go away. Please, Lord. Make it go away.
No use on prayers now, lady. Why now? Why would budge open now? My heart sinks as reality dawns down. I'm locked in with that thing.
Let me out. Let me out. Lord, please let me out.
It slowly approached me as I wedged the doorknob violently back and forth. What? Oh, a minigame. Oh! No. Okay, well, I'm dead. Continue. I want to try that again. Ooh, that's scary. Okay. Don't up. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm dead. No panicking. Need my tapping skills, eh? Can I just escape this? Or oh no, it can't be possible. I really need to do this. Okay. Yes! Fudge you, Mr. The Demon Zombie! Oh my god, that was victorious. Okay, wasting no time, I leaped out the door, doesn't look back. My feet pounce against the floor in rhythm with the loud, fast beating of my heart. By the time I went past the hallway, I found myself atop the grand stairway. My chest feels so tight like it's going to bust. But that's nothing compared to the feeling of hope that sight of the exits gets me. Racing down the stair, Bentley laugh escapes me and my shoes slid and I find myself falling until my back hits the floor and the pain rates my body. I think these are all the same, so I'm going to skip every single thing. And I will see you guys in a while. Hey guys! Well, let's move on. Let's chop the way through. I'm not going to, read fast or something, but chop anyway. Let's begin though. A flock of people already gathered in the mansion's front yard by the time we officially opened the doors. I'm not sure whether I should feel baffled or underdressed standing in front of their presence. Man and woman of wealth and status, all dressed in their nines in fancy dress and lovely dress of varying colors composed the medium-sized crowd. Their necks, arms, and their finger are adorned with silver and gold, glinting in the afternoon sun. Some even have ridiculously fancy feathered hats on their head. I really hope there aren't any magpies living nearby like the stories. Those birds will really have a field day in this. They are muffling among themselves, looking at the estate facade appreciatively, with some arguing about those mansions as superior architecture. But most of us stop at Rose calls their attention. They don't look too pleased to be ordered around, but what can I do about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos.
It's your boy.
We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group. Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor.
Hearing this, a few wandered to me, mostly the old ones, who seems to dare to the idea to climbing up those stairs. Miss McHawken also joined our group, but what really catches my eye is the elegantly dressed pair she approaches.
It's so nice to finally meet you. When Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you. Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
Very flattering, ma'am. Humble British.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
Marianne.
Oh, you know each other?
Not at all, ma'am.
I was cheating on you.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
Ah, what a flirt. Ah, what a flirt. Rich man, I say. Look at me, I'm so rich. Ah, shoot. I forgot to read the dialogue. Snap. They must be clients she's talking about. I might have seen their faces somewhere else before. Some magazine or television. I quite can't remember. But then again, most of her guests are likely end up on news one way or another. I won't be surprised if these two already have. For people who are popular though, they aren't just as loudly as the others, and their simplicity, the couple stands out. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in my group, especially the man with wandering eyes. The man standing beside, he doesn't seem to notice though. If I'm going to be a bit bolder to my assumptions, I did say he's barking in the tension. Both of them, in fact. I think they are brothers and sisters if I wasn't for a public display of affection. Matching rings on their finger that cement fact that they are indeed a couple. Whatever. Couple or not, what's important is we get this deal closed before current owners even think to canceling their listing. I just hope one of these people in me or Rose's group is brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. And so, with the papers in hand, I lead the way. Sorry. When they aren't even whispering among themselves, they're going and over one thing another. They ask questions. From how the restoration process went, to the history of the place, I answer them all, more than happy to talk about the art pieces and architecture mostly. However, I was carefully not mention anything about the urban legend. Not a good material for a sales talk, even if the entire population of Lexport knows about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty. Even the glass thing, colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope. Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
By the time I stop talking, her attention is already elsewhere.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small? We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
It is splendid, ma'am. But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
The rest of the conversation get lost in the chatter of our companions. Shoot. I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope. Oh, please, please. Please let these people be the one. Eventually, our group reaches the kitchen. Most like the rest of the house, a great deal of effort that been put on retaining the room's classic appeal. The open hearth at the end of the door in particular looking amazing, like the one, and I will be the one seen I have only seen in fairy tales. Shoot. Again. And mad props to the cleaning crew. Seriously. After overhearing hundreds of their complaints about the salt and tar stainings in the brick, how much the pain in the ass cleaning those be, they still managed to pull this off. Or make it look presentable at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
This is the first time this guy in grey speaks up, Mr. Look Right. My memory supplies from the form they send already. His sudden attentiveness catches me off guard. Since the start of the tour, only his wife shows any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time, something lights in his eyes at the mention of the undercraft. What's so interesting about the basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. You will. Right now, he just gave me the impression of a child who seems to what he actually wants for Christmas. I have found it cute whenever I see children act like that way. My younger siblings especially. On a grown man? It's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
And this isn't big enough?
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
There are competitive expression in Mr. Wright's face, but he doesn't really say anything further. Her wife... Oh... His wife, however, seems really pleased that he has started showing interest, if only a little. I can't speak. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I smelled. I smiled to myself. I may not completely understand how these people mind work, but I'm sure as hell know how to spot a buyer with a sincere interest. Score. I can't wait to tell Rose. The rest of the tour goes without a hatch. After more than half an hour, we're able to cover almost every room in the ground floor and heading to the parlor. Funny, the first time BRC has surveyed the property. I kept complaining to Rose how big it is. Now I can't even bring myself to care no matter how much my feet hurt. Maybe this must just excitement over the possible sale. Jesus Christ, what? Okay. Whispering, stereotypical creepy voices in game. Never mind. When we reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes me over. It starts off as a small goosebumps on my skin. A feeling of being watched intently. Whispering in my ears, shadow dancing, lurking in the corner in my vision. Dark shadows that are gone when I turn to look. A chill settles down in my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break down in a cold sweat. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have requesting for a break anyway. If I can just...
Excuse me, everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I let them sit down, but I will... I'm sick, I'm sorry. I let them sit down while I retreat to a quiet corner to recover. It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. It's probably... I have probably just got Becca's cold. Don't think about it. I left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out my lips in a silent prayer. Shit, I just got scared for that. Oh, I'm a wimp, I'm sorry. Until a hand taps on my shoulder.
Hello, you there?
Miss Wright, freak off, okay? You just scared me. Okay, let's move on.
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker! Anyway, Isabel, right?
Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hana. Call me Hana. I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
My brain completely stopped. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone and replaced by an utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see... But we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. A sale would be great and all, but...
She stopped me from speaking any further and puts a hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with a tight smile, she looks as if she had tasted a particularly sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem. And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hana. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Probably I'm not still feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person. But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon. And it would be so wonderful if you could secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves.
Ha! Rich man! Ah, what a flirt! Ha! Yeah,
What would the people think, darling?
I guessed it.
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I try not to voice when her nails dig into my shoulder. I can't help but send a appealing look at Miss McCoffin enough, who only gives me a apologetic smile and a snug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time in taking the papers from my hand and shuffles to the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her doing this.
Wonderful. And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabella.
Stop correcting her, that's annoying. Okay? Jesus.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
It's Isabella.
If she's correcting, you have to correct this pronunciation. But it will be both annoyed. Oh, no.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and... what's this?
A look of confusion and disgust appeared on her face, turning to her husband, and he merely snudged in reply.
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though. I'm sorry.
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Ugh.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month. You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled. But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, Mom. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
It's my turn to be puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything. Or are the papers I handed not enough? I want to ask what I did wrong, but I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Ma'am Anna leading the conversation, I am afraid that exactly what happened if I don't interrupt her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
She smiled. A smile is back on her face when she turned to me and handed me the strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
I don't hear the rest of she says after that. I can only stare down the paper, the letter in my hand. The sight crippled in my grip, my breath gone, labored. The dread quickly filled my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright?
Can we guess? This is Rose. She tell my name right.
You're looking pale.
Bada bing, bada boom. I'm right. I'm a genius boy. I don't even notice when Rose's group joined us in the Polar. Polar? Oh, never mind. I want nothing more than say that I'm not alright. I want to leave this place because I remember everything as clear as day. This letter, those split-souled limbs in the attic. It's real.
The letter. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless. I have been careless. How do I even tell them that without looking like I'm gone mad? Let's do a small reasoning. If I show the letter to Rose, they think that I'm mad, she will think twice about selling the house. She will lose the project. She said anything worse, anything negative, we are backing off. So if I show this letter to her, it will be negative. She will have a thought to dropping it down. But this is her sort of it's one of her big projects. Like in the first video, she was like so panicked about it. So we can only say this is the first project she's doing too. But she's doing a bossy figure in the place. So I don't want to show the letter, or it will ruin her, her place, her deal. So she won't leave. She's just leaving the mansion behind. So it will ruin her project. So I don't want to show the letter. I don't want to show the letter. I'm sure about it.
Rose,
The word stuck in my throat. I want to tell her, I really do. But she going to believe me? She already dismissed me earlier. It's a concussion, she said. It's not. There was really something in the house, in that attic, in that letter. It's going to go after us. Please, believe me.
Dear me, is Isabella alright?
She can't even catch the name right yet. Okay, no laughters. Madamana voice breaks through the haze, beginning to cloud my mind. The rose is looking down at me, worried itch on her fingers. I don't even notice that she removed the wrinkled paper from my hand and pushed me down, sit on a nearby chair. From the edge of her vision, I can also make Miss McHawken asking a passing food server for a glass of water. Through it all, Mr. Wright, standing in the sidelines, although curious, he appeared more inclined to watch the scene than help. They all liked to believe me as Rose does. To everyone, whatever in this house is just a hoax, a cautionary tale for children.
Isabella, do you need me to call that ambulance?
She offers me a drink before I pushed back. She offers me a drink, but I push it away. I need to get out here before I cause any big commotion. Clear my head. Take a breath of fresh air. Anything to take my mind off things. No one going to believe me anyway.
no. I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Excuse me. I'll be back. I just need to catch my breath.
Bowing my head, muttering a quick apology, gathering my stuff to make a quick exit. It doesn't matter if I place the haunter or not. If I have caused trouble, and Rose can't be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up with me.
Isabella, wait!
The perception must be quite obvious in her face, but because her expression intensely shifted to something gentler eyes, softer, a fond smile spreading to her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trains off, before shifting her gaze down to her hand, a small gesture to stall. Her finger fiddling with a piece of folded paper. It's the stupid letter again. The hand stiffened when she gave it back, but I take it nervously, more like an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I threw it away if I can, but I have nagging feeling that one way or another I will find it way back to me relentlessly of what I do about it.
Rose, you have to let them know about.
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery.
But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stopped.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She clasps her hand together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand. To some extent. It doesn't mean I am feeling a less awful. Whether it's myself an unlucky turn the situation had taken or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know...
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment.
Ah, shoot, I skipped it accidentally. I'm sorry.
He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
Don't scream. That was hopelessly funny. At the memory, we both busted into helpless giggles, earning us strange looks from the guests milling from the door. Talking and laughing like this is easy to forget any mishaps that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this. For now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, alright? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who'll fetch you, okay?
Okay. She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Well, I think that's all I can do for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!